Hey, this is Jeff from TournamentBowl.com, and I'm going to show you how you can run an eliminator format on Tournament Bowl. An eliminator format is simply that bowlers are going to be eliminated in each game, maybe each round. Usually it's one game. It can be the format of the tournament, or it can be something that runs alongside a tournament, like side action or alibi, almost like a high game pot sometimes. And that's what I'm going to demonstrate today. I'll show you the different ways you can set it up, though. In Setup, choose Events. You'll notice I have a sweeper set up now. We're going to, for demonstration, assume that we have a sweeper that's going on today, and we're going to run an eliminator alongside of that. But if you want to set it up right here as an event, you just select Eliminator, and it can be an alibi event, or it can be the regular event, or you can run it as side action, and that's what I'm going to show you here. You go to Squads, and then you go to Pots, like you're doing high game pots. Create new side action and select Eliminator side pot. And we're going to set up two of them. We're going to do a scratch one, charge $10. Now this is a 4-game sweeper. Let's say we're going to do the eliminator in 3 games. That way we can get that all paid out before the tournament's over. Continue. And we don't really know how many places we're gonna pay. If we sell 100 of these spots, we'll pay more. If we sell 10 of these spots, we'll pay less. So let's hold off on that. We'll come back and get it later. So we just create that side action, and then we'll do another one. Create new side action. We'll do a handicap one. Of course, we'll have to set up the handicapping rules. Let's make it 90% of 220, and we'll have 0% for negative handicap. So if somebody averages over 220, too bad, they just get those extra pins. And again, we don't know how many places we're going to pay just yet, so we'll create that side action. Okay, so they're both set up now, and now we have to enter bowlers into these side pots. So couple ways to do it. One is, as you check them in, you'll see that now there's 2 checkboxes here, one for each of those. So if Don Amorosi wants to get into the handicap eliminator, we just have to check that box and he's in. If Darren wants to get into them both, and there he is. If you've already got your roster in, and maybe they're already bowling or something like that, you can do it a little quicker. Pots. And sign up for side action. There it is. And now there's everybody. So we can just put everybody in. So let's just click a bunch of these and submit. Now they're all in. Now we know how much money we've collected now. And so now is probably a good time that we could go in and put in the payout amounts. So go back to Squads, Pots, Edit. And for the scratch, we sold 14 of those, so we would probably pay 3 places, and we might pay, pay 70 and 50 and 20. And for the second one, for the handicap one, we would do the same thing, 3 places. We actually sold a little more. We got 18 of those. We had a little more money to give away, so we can do 90 and 70. 20. Now the other thing that we can do is we can set the cut line, and we want to get that set sooner than later so that people know as the scores come in how many people are going to survive that first cut. So the way to do that is in Pots, and that's where your standings are going to live. There's nobody there yet because we don't have any scores, but we're in the scratch eliminator, and if you go to the scissors down here for the cut, you can set the cut line wherever you want. And so with 14 bowlers, we'd probably cut them right at 7, right at the halfway spot. And for a handicap eliminator, again, setting the cut, and probably set that one at 9, safe. Okay, so everything is all locked and loaded now, and we're ready for some scores. So I'll go into Squads and enter scores by game, and I'll come back with scores are all in, and let's take a look at what those standings look like. Now it's going to be over here in the Pots section, And so there's our scratch eliminator. Now nobody's been eliminated yet. You can see where the cut line is, but we do the eliminating. That's the most important thing that you can understand about the eliminator format, is that you have control over who gets eliminated. It's not going to be automatic. So, but we just want to eliminate everybody below this line. So we go down to the scissors, click to see who will be eliminated. We've got the cut line set at 7. We could move that around now if we wanted to, like maybe we made a mistake or whatever. But who will be eliminated, it's not going to do it just yet. And now it's showing us. See the check marks? Everybody down here is going to be eliminated, and their last game displayed is going to be 1. They were eliminated in game 1, and that's what we want to do. Now, we lucked out a little bit because there wasn't a tie there. If there was a tie, then you got to figure that out. Tournament Bowl's not going to flip the coin for you. Well, one of them will be above the line and one will be below, but if you're going to have to do rock, paper, scissors, or flip a coin, or whoever you like better, or whatever, but you're going to have to work that out. And then just check the box. So there'd be nothing wrong with doing it like that, if that's the way you wanted to do it. And then eliminated, and there they are. The X means that they're gone. That's their status. They will always be at the bottom of the standings now. Let's look at the handicap one. Looks a little bit different. You'll see that the scratch and the handicap totals are there, just so that you can see what they have with handicap, because of course that's what it's going to be sorted by. So once again, scissors, brings up our cut menu, click to see who will be eliminated. If you like those people being eliminated, and they're done. Now is probably the right time to set the next cut. Click the scissors. Let's see, the next round we probably cut it after 5. You see all it does is just move the line up so that people can see where they've got to get to make the next cut. Maybe we set this one at 4. Scissors, cut at 4. We're ready for the next game. Okay, the next round of scores are in. Let's take a look at our eliminator. We can see who got eliminated here. So let's go to cut. And we will see who's going to be eliminated. 1, 2, 3. Now notice they're going to be eliminated as of game 2. You could change that if you wanted to, but 2 is the right game for now. And eliminate them. And then let's set the next cut. So it'll be ready to go for the next game. And the next one's not really a cut so much as who's getting paid. So I want that line to show at 3 because that's where the money is. Okay, now let's go to handicap. Do the same thing. We'll see who's going to be cut. And you'll notice that the order for over here is not, they're not perfectly in order. Gosh, they're almost in order. But you notice that 486 is lower than 522. Well, they're sorting by this game. But it wouldn't have to be. If you wanted it to sort by the total as of the second game, just click this button right here. That's going to sort by the 2-game total rather than just the second game. Now, if you do that, you'd be smart to click the save button right here, and that way when your bowlers go to this page, they will also see it sorted in this manner. And then you release that just by clicking that, and that releases the save and goes back to the by game. So let's see who's going to be eliminated. Yep, that's who we want to have eliminated. Eliminate them now. There they are, and then we should switch the cut back up to 3 because that's who's going to get paid. All right, I'll go put in a few more scores, and I'll see you here in a second. Okay, the scores were all in there. Let's see how we did. Look over at the pots, and we can see that everybody's ready to be paid now. You don't really need to do another cut. There's no reason to eliminate them because we're all done. You can if you want, I suppose, and then it would make them say eliminate right here. And then if you click on payouts, you can see how much money everybody gets. There's the report. So I hope you find that to be something that's helpful to you and that your bowlers enjoy it. It was a challenge to make, but this is something that's fun to do, and I hope you're enjoying tournamentbowl.com.